Hello everyone and welcome back to SimRacingOnline, where we go for the last round in Brazil. The qualifying already started, so we're a bit back in schedule, but worry not, because you still have 12 minutes to watch of pure racing. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's in Brazil, the last round. The championship has already been sealed by Johnny Gutierrez in the last round. So right now it's gonna be a battle for the team championship. So we have three teams fighting their way. Samir will inform us on the details on that as we will continue on to witness what's gonna happen today. I think it's gonna be a great race. We got a lot of talents today, including Johnny Gutierrez, as you see right now on the screen, and a lot of great talent like Tony Talviti, who had bad lucks in the two races that happened earlier. If you haven't seen those, you can check them out on SimRacingOnline YouTube channel. They're there. The VOD is everything we did, everything we streamed will be in the VOD and their YouTube channel. So go check it out and leave them a sub if you enjoy it. So yeah, it's gonna be a hectic race today.
It's gonna be fantastic. It's already set for a fantastic race. As you can see right now, Santos is in P1. Talvich is right behind him.
Ooh, look at that.
What a mistake. Yeah, the curb is very sharp
Yeah,
there.
ooh, he could have hindered the lap of that guy. I don't know which one that was.
And Nick Newcomb, they're all there. P1, P3. It's gonna be very tight. They are divided only by 9 points. So it's gonna be very tough. Even either Ita, Gear, or Flying Cobra Racing can win today. They are very close. Now they are rejoining back to the pit lane. Everybody's going back. They have to be very careful with the pit limiter. Otherwise, they will lose time by serving the penalty. So as you can see, today John is not racing. From the last update, he had some issue, so he's busy today. Tony Talvich will have to defend the title, try to win the title alone, but we know the ability of the guy, so everything is possible. Back in the field, we have just the Silva here. Usual race. We hope to see him in the front. Wow, the livery of Da Silva, incredible. Each time we see him, he's with the new livery.
I mean, look
Number
at that.
80 with on the back.
I would
That's
like,
fantastic.
Sam, I would like to scoop that out when the qualifying is done.
I would say he will have to win, like the livery guy of the season.
Speaking of which, he goes wide. I believe on turn. Is that turn 1? No, it's actually turn 4 or
sector
5.
2.
Yeah.
First on the right-hander, then you go downhill, and then you have another one, right-hander, and delivery is fantastic.
Well, it is.
I must say.
I mean,
If Lorenzo was here, I would have gone crazy. Though this is fantastic. So
I mean, look at the back. No overtaking. I mean, you see that, you get a bit intimidated, don't you?
I would, and then you have the blood in the front, so
Yeah.
you would not be scared. Come on, us.
Absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. As we switch to Didier Coelho, who's gonna finish his lap still PA.
Ooh, he improved, but he's very close. 1/10 to P7, so
He
they
did,
still
yeah.
have chance.
Looks like he messed up his third sector.
Third sector. I assume he went too much on the curb. So, wow,
Yeah.
the race is fantastic. I would, since this is the last one, I would Da Silva as the livery guy.
He is. I mean,
Miguel,
look at that. I
tried
didn't
too
even
much.
look at it. A lot of people are pushing hard today. I kind of like it.
yes, Miguel is proving that he didn't win by chance last time, but he have something to give.
Oh, absolutely.
Nick Newcomb and Tony Talvich are divided by 11, no, 7 milliseconds. Wow, that's nothing. That's almost like 10 centimeters.
It is, yeah. Miguel Santos flying now. I don't think he's gonna improve, but he's
Not
first and
this lap,
second.
but
Yeah.
he's still
Wow, going
he's
into the
going
pit.
a pit lane. I think he got just a little damage, so it's gonna repair his car. Ooh. Everybody's struggling to improve their laps. As we see, Johnny Gutierrez is improving in the personal best sector in the first sector and second sector. Let's see if he can jump Phil Brown, and he needs to defend the title. There's the championship.
It's
leader.
already been won by
P4.
Gutierrez. Well, Gutierrez already won the championship in the last
Yes,
round.
but his team, he have to win.
Oh, yeah.
He's P1 in the championship with the team, but they're just 1 point ahead of the other and 9 of Aether. So he still needs to prove something today, because otherwise they're gonna lose.
I mean, to be honest, a personal effort, he's already done more than what he needs to. But now when it comes to a team, obviously it's a little bit difficult to get all the members doing what they need to do, especially when they're busy with IRL stuff, or, you know, something kicks in and there's nothing you could do but carry the team on your back, and it is absolutely impossible because
Anything can happen today, you know.
Indeed.
I would say Brazil is very difficult, especially on the tires, since as you can see from the helicopter view, we have a lot of right-handers, so you kill your tires in this sector and you have to manage the tire after 10 minutes, and it's gonna be very tough for them.
Gear, the team standing right now, as I can see it, Gear is leading now by 1 point. And then Ether Racing Team is behind both of them by 9 points, total of 10.
And yes, 9 and 1 point. Flying Crowbar Racing is only short by 1 point. It's 35 points, 36 Gear and 26 Eta. So it's gonna be very tight.
Exactly, as we see Tony Talviti already at P2 behind Miguel Santos. Miguel Santos, the winner of the last race, has showed some great performance lately, and I'm kind of enjoying it.
He's the outsider of this new season, I would say. First time racing in his SRO. Actually, his debut was in Austria with the DPI GT3 Championship. I don't remember. He didn't won. Tony Salvicio won on the second last lap. I think he had some issue, but he proved also in that race that he was fast, because he was racing against me, Johnny, and Tony Salvice. They are still not improving. Everybody did the first lap very good, and now they are struggling to improve, or they are pushing too much.
I mean, from the look of it, it looks like this track kills their tires. So we see drivers here and then jumping back to the pit lane to get fresh new tires to hit back on the track.
You only have one
Coelho.
or either 2 laps with the new tires to do the best lap possible. So, and you have to be very careful also on the out lap to don't kill too much tires.
Indeed, as we check on
Tony Talvice, I think he doesn't agree with Miguel. He wants the pole.
Oh, absolutely. He's did a personal best on first sector as he's
He was
heading down.
1/10 off in the first sector, so it's gonna be very tight. Let's see in the middle sector. The Ford is flying. He's very precise.
Yeah, absolutely. He finished.
He improved.
He did a personal best on sector 2 as well, so he's got one more sector to go.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
I mean, I don't know. It's only 16th down, so I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Let's
But
see.
maybe-
Anything can happen.
Maybe Tony Talviti has a sorry about the overlay. Maybe Tony Talviti has another opinion about that as he crosses the start-finish line.
Jesus. 1/10.
He almost got it actually.
You said it's too much, and he did the personal.
I don't think he's stopping.
actually-
He's going for another one.
Yes, he's gonna do another one. He was 3/10 faster in the last sector, and the last sector is only straight. The best, you have to do one left-hander.
I mean, Tony Talviti, this man only had nothing but bad luck in the last 2 races. He couldn't get anything together. I mean, his pace always been great, but when it came to the luck, it always was on his. I would say it was on his side as we look at him. This
As
track,
you can
man.
see, this is not the first time we see somebody losing the car in this corner, so it's gonna be very tough for the race.
I mean, that
If they are
corner
losing the
itself,
car-
Samir, when you go up the hill and
It's
turn
very
left,
yes.
I mean,
You lock
especially
up very easily.
yeah, when you get off the brake and you turn it in, all like the all the weight wants to shift to the other side, and then you start losing the back a little bit, and it's kind of hard to control the car, especially with no traction control.
Yes.
As yeah, that was a lap, but he lost it there, so
he lost everything in the middle sector. So I'm surprised he didn't go to change. He didn't want to change the tires because he had all the times to do that. So he's very confident. Okay, he managed to brake.
That's a good sign.
Yep.
As we check on Nick Newcomb, who missed the last round, is now P3. Definitely not a bad result, especially being ahead of the champion Johnny Gutierrez, who's been now he is now in P4. He's doing a 124. That's way off the pace. I'm not sure what is going on.
He improved. He did the best last sector by 2/10.
Yeah, but he's in the pit right now, Johnny Gutierrez. So
No, Johnny Gutierrez. Yes, he finished everything.
yeah,
He's
he is
fine.
in the pit. As we head back to Tony Talviti, he goes back. I
He
don't think
finished. He did
yeah,
a
he
mistake.
doesn't have
I
enough
think.
time to go back, does he?
No, he doesn't.
So
So
who's still
Miguel,
out?
he's proving. Miguel is proving.
No, yeah, Miguel is out. Miguel is in the pit.
He's a bit. So
Yeah, he is in the pit. So it's Nick Newcomb who's still now. He's improving actually. So let's not curse him.
proving.
He is on a personal best as somebody gets out of the way. I think that was the Silva.
Nice gesture by the Silva.
So everything
Because that's
from
a very tricky.
exactly, but so everything from here should be perfect, or at least close to it. Because one mistake could mean, because I believe the lap he did, Nick Newcomb, was already a good one. So
The last one was very good because he closed the gap from 8/10 to 4/10, and now he's improving again.
yes,
We
he
lost a bit in the middle sector.
not too
but,
much. Not too much. Is it? It is too much. It is too much actually. That's
Let's
about
see,
2
let's see.
seconds. No, it is.
2 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
lost.
over.
It's over.
for,
It's over.
Nick Newcomb. I think.
Oh
we're gonna
man, the race is all long, so
see- It is. That was fun though. I enjoyed it. Well, definitely.
it was very close. Very
yeah,
close.
indeed.
I love the camera on this layout they have. They are very fantastic.
Yeah, it has a little more action and violence. Kind of like it. You see Bear Erickson with his classic livery. It's printed in my memory. I just can't forget this livery.
Wherever you go, whichever series you do, he's gonna race with this one.
Yeah, it's like his identity. You cannot get it away from him. You know, it's part of him right now, and it's a good
The day
thing.
he's gonna race with another livery, I think it's gonna.
I think
be
that's
over.
not gonna be him. That has to be somebody pretending. So we head down to the starting order of today. Miguel Santos snatches the lead, the pole position of today, with a 122.9, absolutely pushing the limit, followed by Tony Talviti. He's not too far, only about 0.1, and followed by Nick Newcomb, who came out fresh today with a brand new PC and everything set up, and he's done a 123.5, put him in P3, followed by Johnny Gutierrez, the champion of the series, a 124, a little bit off the pace, but not too much. Maybe he's hiding something off his back, followed by Phil Brown and Bear Erickson, Didier Coelho P7, and P8 Rob Milliken. We got Paul Upham in 9, and then Christian Dogger in 10. And then followed by Ed Jones, and last but not least, and then one we will check his car, Gilles De Silva. Did I say his name correctly? I think I did.
Time you ask. Every time you ask, but
Yeah.
I think is Gilles. You
he
will learn
told
it
me.
next season.
He actually told me, and I feel shamed that I forgot. Now,
As you
as
are
we have time,
waiting, we can tell you
oof, oof,
guys
oof, oof.
the new series on the
That
GTE is
yeah.
already open. If you want to join, you can sign up
What is that?
on SimRacingOnline.
I'm sorry, Sam. I was cutting you off. What is this? That I mean, I've been told
We need
this is somebody's sister. I can't believe it.
Jill in the voice
Is that a
chat to
woman?
tell us. I
I mean, there
think
is
it's
lipsticks.
something. I don't know. It's something
I will
related to a
never.
meme or something. But delivery
I mean,
from
if I see
far seems
this,
to be
would you take this seriously?
amazing.
I would. I would take this seriously.
I would go for the inside, but that's another story. Uh, I like the font because there is the blood.
I mean,
Yes.
it's not a blood. It's a hair, Sam. It's just like a.
Ah, but
Do you
it
see?
seems to be a blood.
No,
Oh,
this is a person. This is a person. Look, this is a person. It's just printed.
it's incredible, but the way it's put it there,
Yeah,
the hair seems to be
it looks like a
blood.
blood. I think it was
Yeah,
done intentionally, but I don't know.
possible.
I
I
mean, is it creepy? No. Is it beautiful? I mean,
from
it's
the
to me,
from far,
yes.
yes.
To me, it is.
If you don't see from the top, yes.
But
Belly hack. Okay.
please don't visit the website. We don't know what that is. I
You
hope
don't
it's
know.
safe.
No,
Yeah.
it seems to be very cool. And
This,
actually, he's the only one who is driving for the first time in this league.
yeah.
The Nissan.
Christian Dog. I think this is in the game.
We never saw the Nissan.
No, we didn't. You're right. We did
This is the
not.
first time.
It is
So
the first time, yeah.
he's the only brave to choose it.
Now, this had me a little bit curious to check other people's livery.
Yeah, they might have
Because,
some special.
yeah, there are always like Easter eggs you could look for. Hopefully, something not offensive. Flying crowbar. Oh, oh, it's Rob Milliken. There you
Yeah,
go. Well, I guess I don't need to tell you which team he drives
he's
for.
American, so
Yeah. Next, Didier Coelho. This has to be the one from
no, the Diaco, no.
Bar Ericsson. I mean, classic Bar
His
Ericsson.
default. Yes.
Yeah, look at this. It's like a painting, a walking painting. You know, it's something that should be in the museum, but it's not.
It's
It's
not.
here right in front of your eyes, driving. Something beautiful to witness. Phil Brown. I think this is stock.
Yeah,
This
they're all stock. No, this one is the Tony
looks-
Tolice is not is stock.
it's kind of
Plus, they have
the
Some
sticker
Racing Online and
Yeah.
a few stickers on, like
and
the
gear.
Finnish
The
flag,
team's
the
name.
Finland.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I would feel a little bit dumb if the race. No, but what I was saying, I thought like I was. Oh no, I just zoned out.
What do
I
you
zoned
want to
out.
say?
I zoned out, Sam. I zoned out. Don't.
Okay.
I know. And you know exactly
Okay.
what I was going to say, so
Yes,
don't say.
I already know what you're going to. So, no, you didn't say anything, and you didn't mean anything. So,
I exactly forget what I said. Johnny Gutierrez livery is mean. Look at it. That's mean. In
Fantastic.
a good way. In a good way, of course. Is there some Easter eggs? Now it's crowbar, flying crowbar. So we got
Possible,
two flying
right.
crowbar, right? And then
yes, we have
two gears.
2 gears. No, 1 gear today
Yeah, it's
because
Tony.
John is not racing,
Yeah, what else? Who we got?
and we have 2 ether and
That's Santos and Nick Newcomb, right?
yes. Then we got
We got actually.
Ed Jones. That's Bad Boys Racing.
Yeah, because VD Guest is missing, so we only have one gear.
Gilles da Silva doesn't have a theme.
The Silva doesn't. Yeah.
We
He's
Ed Jones.
Oh well,
Uh,
it's the race happening, I guess. So
yes, it's
let's
race
head
time.
down to that. Man, it's gonna be awesome today. I can feel it already.
The race, believe me, today this is the best race.
I
Even
hope
though
so.
it's the last one,
Yeah,
it's gonna be fantastic.
it is. I mean, the championship is already sealed. The drivers' championship, that is. But the team championship, it's a three-way open, three-way battle between three teams: Gear, Flying Crowbar, Ether Racing Team. Who's gonna be the winner?
And we take 2 seconds to thank you, Il Tristo Metitore in the chat for the subscribe. It's fantastic.
Indeed it is. We appreciate all the support and everything, and all the watchers, all the people watching right now. We appreciate it, whether you're watching from the VOD or you're watching live right now. You are greatly appreciated. So let's witness what's gonna happen today. I'm at the edge of my seat. I mean, I got the panel next to me, and I'm watching the race. So I don't know about the drivers. It's definitely a moment to. I mean, you're not scared, but you're excited. Too excited sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you take too much adrenaline into turn one and you make mistake. And as a driver, I can say you have to be very, very calm, especially when you're on pole position. You have to be very conservative, but also aggressive enough to don't lose the P1. As someone said, P1 is the guy who have everything to lose and nothing to gain. So
That is true.
being in pole position is beautiful, but you have to be very careful.
I mean, we learned from other races that taking the pole didn't always go right for
Doesn't
Tony
mean- yeah.
Talvici. So this time he didn't take the pole. Is that a good sign?
You're saying
It could
he
be a
learned
curse. He broke
don't
the
take
curse.
pole position and win the race?
He could be. He could be. I mean, maybe he I mean, now he let Miguel Santos take care of the lead. And then
He's
he
doing a
just
Verstappen move?
I mean, possibly. Those three cars looks
Possible.
like
He can push to the limit on Miguel as he did on Portimao.
yeah.
We had the first 14 laps, I think, with Miguel and Talvice in 1 second. Let's see, as they are heading to the last corner, Miguel can start at the finish line. Now
Yes.
they will be go side by side.
Side by
It's
side
gonna
right
be-
now. We're getting close to the start-finish line. Miguel Santos leading this race. Tony Talvici right behind him, having the inside line. It's going to be an advantage. So as long as they start the start-finish line, the race starts. It's a green flag right there, but the race didn't start yet. It's taking a
the
moment
finish line
here.
is way ahead.
It's a little bit ahead, so the brakes will cool down a little bit. That means turn one will be a little bit scared. As you see, Miguel Santos already on the brakes trying to keep him up, keep the heat up as they're about to cross the start-finish line, and it's race on. Miguel Santos right now still leading. Looks like Tony Talvici didn't get a head start. Nick Newcomb right now still following him. Nothing of a pressure right now, but if we go back on the back, there's a lot of position switching happening right now. As Phil Brown, I think, gained a position, did he?
Yes, he did gain. Barrett Derrickson gained a position on everybody. He was a P7.
Yeah, Barrett had a great start. Already P5.
And especially we didn't have any drama on turn one. That's impressive.
You could argue that's a clean start I've seen so far. We had cleaner
And
starts.
Johnny is still is chasing on Newcomb, and they're very close.
They are, as Ed Jones passed Paul Apham. Well, I don't know what's going on because it's showing that somebody is out. Yeah, it is.
He's
Who's
out.
this?
He's
Christian
out.
Dogger. Yeah, he is out.
Christian Dogger. He's out.
He
I
is
believe
out.
he
Yeah,
got-
that's
Yes,
unusual. We're definitely gonna go check that out.
definitely yes. Later on, but now they are very close. The first lap is going to the end, and Santos has already a gap of 1 second, and Newcomb managed to go away from Johnny Gutierrez.
As we switch to the camera, the GoPro camera mounted on the front, because it seems like the software wanted to show you the back, which is great, but we have to see one front because Nick Newcomb now is not that far from Tony Talvici and Miguel Santos. As Miguel Santos puts in the best lap of 127.1, but Tony Talvici already flying behind him, putting the fastest first sector right now. As the field started spreading a little bit and we lost somebody, Christian Dogger. Is it Dogger or Duggar?
Duggar.
Duggar could be. Johnny Gutierrez, the champion of this series, driving with ease, nothing to lose. But what would it hurt to get a win? But I think he's a little bit far now behind. Not sure what's happening. Maybe he didn't practice, just didn't care, or could be something else.
Possible. He won everything, so
Yeah, what's the point?
can't be like that.
Indeed.
But
Ericsson
the race
following
is
him.
long. Small mistake in this. The track is very, very heavily paid, and you cannot lose time. Whoa,
Ooh,
as we can
a little bit of a
see,
lag spike right there to Ed Jones. Hopefully that's not a PC issue.
Ed Jones had some connection issue lately,
Yeah, I
so
think that's
let's see.
connection lost probably. So it takes that long. Surely. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go back on him. Yeah, he's still stuck in the void right there.
Yeah, so I think he lost connection or something like that. So
Could be,
let's go
yeah.
back.
As Miguel Santos still taking the lead. Tony Talviti not that far, so he could be stalking from behind, waiting for that moment. Maybe he's preserving his tires. As we all know, you can pit between the last 35 and 25 minutes, and you are obliged to change all 4 tires before you go, and pitting within or outside. Pitting within is allowed, but pitting outside those time window is prohibited, and you could get a DQ, as somebody already did, I think. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yes.
And then, yeah. Let's see how this is gonna fold out.
Right now, actually, Talvice he's struggling in second sector, but he's gaining everything in the first sector and the last sector. He's closing 8 tenths, 7. So
It's getting close. It's getting closer and closer. But yeah, Ed
the
Jones.
slipstream is very important in this layout.
I think Ed Jones is not out. He is driving, but we just can't see him. It's definitely weird.
Possibly the game will reload. Oh,
I
possibly
hope so.
he will resync
Ooh,
lately.
did you
later
see that,
on. Ooh.
Sam?
Oh, what a mistake.
I think he just clipped it. He just didn't see it.
Possible.
He just clipped it.
As you can see, his car, when he brakes, he's touching on the floor. So
Yeah.
he's not
He might be.
braking properly.
He might be racing a ghost, because Ed Jones is. We can see him in the live data, but we
Possible.
can't see him on track for some reason. So he could be racing a ghost right now. It is a. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
I mean, it's like.
I think his setup is not the best.
Or he could be
since-
fighting Ed Jones right now. We just can't see it.
I don't think so.
This is the first time I've seen
The
this.
new system of the game give you a ghost, so you don't touch anybody. But let's see.
Yeah.
As you can see, his car is so... The ride height is so low that he scrapped the floor too much. I think he's so unstable that he cannot drive properly. Wow,
look at
another
that.
lockup, big lockup. And in P1, we have the replay. Let's see what happened
Yeah,
to
I want to
the
see
guys
that clip where he clipped a.
to the left
Yeah.
on the wall. Let's see.
There was a. Yeah, that sound right there. Look at that. Boom, right there. I think he got damaged from that, but he pushed his car a little bit. Did you see that?
Yes, you see his car goes to the right.
It did, yeah, it did.
I mean, it can possibly some wrong hitbox, but who knows?
Yeah, but this is Christian Doger. Was you try to?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, it's playing something. We can't even see his car. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So he just went to the void.
No, possibly he lost the control of the car in turn 2.
Yeah, but look at that. He will like blip. Maybe somebody will be a ghost and he won't be seen. Oh no!
Wow.
That's
Big
not normally.
We said turn 1 was clear, but turn 2 didn't.
Yeah, that is not
Wow.
normally. That was Paul
It
Aiken.
was his fault anyway. He closed the door.
I mean,
As you can see, he go
I
wide
don't
and then
think
he
so,
tried to
Sam.
go.
I mean, if we take a look right here, he still has all the way. He's all the way ahead. So look, Paul is not even ahead. He just went to his side.
He understeered, his car.
Yeah, I think
Unlucky.
Christian Doger was not sliding anyway, but it was a punt. Yeah, it was a punt. So I don't know if the stewards will look into that or not, but in my personal opinion, that was a punt. As we hit down to the live, so hopefully we didn't miss something.
No, we only didn't miss anything apart from Tony Salvici doing the fastest lap, and then Miguel Santos doing another one.
He is, yeah, but
They're
yeah.
flying. They're
Fastest.
6 seconds away from Nicky Newcomb and 7 seconds from Johnny Gutierrez. They're from another league, I would say.
They're not holding back. I mean, the fastest lap is now for Tony Talviti, so I think he's finding his moment, his rhythm right now, as he's chasing Miguel Santos.
They have to be very careful with their tires. The race is long. We are not even in a quarter of the race. And ruining the tires can be a very costly damage later on, since the pit window opens from 35 to 25 minutes left.
So as you see right now, all the drivers driving right now, if they finish, so if they just finish, all of them will be given a point, because the points distribution is from 1 to 10. So the first position to the P10 position, they all get a point.
Yes,
the rest
from 25 to 1 points as a Formula 1 is the same. 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, and ongoing like that to 1.
Indeed. So it's a spreaded field today of nothing much of going on, but Tony Talviti is absolutely right now hammering it down to get us
They're
close.
fighting on the pace.
They are. I think they've given everything they have as we cross the 15
Yeah,
minute
Rob
mark.
Millikan is trying to get some points to try to handle and take the P2 in the championship. But right now, Miguel Santos and Newcomb are doing enough points to be ahead of them.
Yeah. I think Paul Lapham is still fighting the ghost of Ed Jones. Look, it's the game thinks he's here, but he's somehow...
Yes, possibly Ed Jones, from his view, he's still racing and he's still driving, but nobody can see him because
he's
his
doing
connection...
lap, I can see his sectors. But the game
Yes, as you
definitely-
can see now, the game said Ed Jones lose the position and now regain the position, so it's going crazy.
Something changed. Look at that. Tony Talviti now is 3 seconds behind.
He made a mistake in the second sector, so if you want to go to the replay, we should see, I believe, a big lockup in second sector. I guess he did the mistake in the right hander in the first one, going on the uphill.
It has to be, because 3 seconds, that means, oh, there you go.
Ooh, we
Ooh, he
almost lost the car
went
on
to
the curb.
wall. That's a great
Wow.
save, actually. I'll give
Great
it to him.
save. Save of the day.
It could be. It might well be. I mean, the race is not over, but this one will definitely be if nothing happens.
I think there was only 10 centimeters to the wall.
Yeah.
And since we have all the damage on, it would have, as you can see, it likes to drift.
He is. He's definitely going south. I think he's pushing too much. He's not minding his tires. It's definitely not something
I
ideal.
believe since he lost some seconds, he wants to regain them before the pit stop.
As Gutierrez right now is following Nick Newcomb.
Very close. This can be a very good sign, but also you have to be very careful. As you can see, he go wide in turn 1, because driving close to another driver, it's very, very difficult. You don't have to overshoot, and you don't have to brake too early, so you are very on the edge.
And the Corvette sounds amazing.
A Corvette, there's nothing to say.
I'm gonna miss the V8 when it's
Dixon's-
gone.
Everybody does.
Yeah. That's
They're
definitely
very close.
They are. Look at that. Under 1 second, Gutierrez now is finally putting up, like, lifting up his pace a little, because look at him. He's not literally. He wasn't into it. It looks like he might have
He
missed the
lost the
practice
back
session.
just a bit.
Yeah, he went sideways there.
But these cars doesn't lose too much when they go jet sideways. They actually are good. They sometimes need to do that to go fast.
Yeah, with a little bit of a slip angle, you could get a little bit faster, but it depends on how slippery you want it to be. But Gutierrez right now gets a clear good exit right now. If is it gonna be enough? We're about to find out. It's getting closer and closer, all the way down to 1. He's definitely gonna go for it. He is going for it. Side by side, taking the inside, but wasn't brave enough to go for it. Or maybe
Because
just
he knows that getting a better exit here can give him the position way much easier.
yeah, Nick Newcomb is also putting a great
Defending.
defense right now. As being followed by Gutierrez. He's definitely gonna put. Is Nick Newcomb gonna defend the inside? He's not. I don't know why, but Gutierrez again holds up and not wanting to go for it this time and just throw it in.
The braking of the forward is fantastic.
That could be a
So,
factor too. Yes.
Nick Newcomb is using that on his favor, so it's gonna be hard for Johnny to pass, and especially because he will have to brake late and don't make a mistake.
I mean, this is critical. This is for the team championship, because Johnny Gutierrez is for a flying crowbar. Getting past Nick Newcomb is some points ahead of him, or some good points for his team.
Yes, can give him. Yeah, they might win if Guti finish ahead of Talvice, but they are 10 seconds away.
Yeah,
yes, they
I don't
lost.
think that's gonna happen unless.
That's gonna happen.
I don't want to
But
say
as
unless.
you know, anything can happen. It's the race is long. Tony Talvice last race was there fighting for the win, and he lost the race in 2 seconds.
I mean, come on, Sam. If you say anything can happen, do you want something to happen to Tony?
I want something to happen, not to Tony, but
But you didn't mention if it's a good or a bad thing, so I'm gonna leave it right
no.
there. So you could leave it right there too if you want.
okay. Yes, I leave it there.
It's a joke if you're watching. It's a joke. We wish the best to Tony
I
Talviti.
just want to say the last
Ooh, goes
3
wide.
laps, Tony Talvice gained almost a second.
He is. He was 3 seconds behind. Now he's 2.4.
Yes, now 2.3.
Actually 2.3. Yeah, he's definitely
He's
hammering it.
pushing.
I think Tony Talviti is a man that just wants to go fast. And if you tell him to watch out for your tires, he probably wouldn't listen to you.
What tires? He would
What do you
say.
mean? He wants to go fast and get the dub, which is what I call a man on a mission right now. He has the tires as everybody else, so why should he care? I mean, obviously, using your tires to a certain point could make you slow a little bit when you're about to fight, but when you're that fast,
We are
who
close to the
cares?
pit window to open, so
We
he
haven't-
might thought
Yeah.
just push it. I will manage the tire in the next stint.
I mean, we haven't seen Tony Talviti's strategy that much because last 2 races it's been very unfortunate, let's say. But right now, Nick Newcomb
The luck
still.
it was not in his favor, but let's see what happened. The race is long.
As Johnny Gutierrez is still swarming Nick Newcomb, not giving him an inch to breathe, putting that mean-looking Corvette right behind him. As he's looking for a moment to pass, but it looks like Newcomb is picking up his pace again. He wasn't. I mean, if you see a guy defending, taking the inside, defending everything, you know this guy knows if that guy gets past him, he's not gonna catch him again. But when it looks like Nick Newcomb is showing confidence by not taking that inside. I mean, you could argue that it's not a smart thing and you should defend even if you're faster, but we don't know the details of what's going on in his tires. So yeah, it's
Nick Newcomb did a fantastic defense on Guti at Silverstone on the first race.
You want to hear
Yeah.
something, Sam? I don't think he was defending at all. He was just driving as fast as he could. And I think Gutierrez just couldn't outbrake him, and because that's literally the max you could break in this car. So if you outbrake, you're just going to go outside the track. So Nick Newcomb is definitely a smart man when it comes to defending, because why would you defend if you don't have to?
He's very brave to handle the pressure, I would say. so he is not affected. As most of the driver, when they see somebody in the mirror, they go crazy. He's very, very precise.
I would say he's calm too, because look at that. Gutierrez, I mean, I had some experience with Gutierrez in a couple of races, I think a couple of months ago. And this guy always stays behind you, always wants to pass with one way or another. I mean, he plays it all the way till the end, but Nick Newcomb is, because if you see this, you would think it's normal, but if you haven't driven against Gutierrez, you wouldn't know.
Especially being 4 10s close like this on Interlagos, it's incredible.
I mean, we're talking about the champion of the series right here. And yeah, so it goes to show you that if this series was a little bit longer, I mean, not to belittle Gutierrez, but the championship would be
Something happened.
Yeah.
Because Talvice gained a second on Miguel. And he's so close. Right now, Miguel and Newcomb, they're being attacked, so they have to defend. This is the first time also, no, the second time, Miguel will have to defend on Tony again.
I mean, maybe this is weird to me, but it looks like Miguel Santos improved drastically. I mean, I've seen Santos races before, but I've never seen such great pace. He improved a lot, and that's something to behold.
When you win, you learn, but when you lose, that's where you learn more. So I think, and especially the way they work, I know them. They put a lot of hours to prepare and learn track, so I'm not surprised. Actually, this was what they wanted, and from race 1 to now, they're leading and trying to defend P1 and P3.
It's definitely paying out. And if we head down a little bit to the ghost of the day, Ed Jones, somehow is about 3-4 seconds the car we can't see today, Rob Milliken.
It's going to be the ghost of Interlagos.
Oh, yeah. As Rob Milliken, the other flying crowbar. All the way down.
He did a few mistakes. He lost the contact with Coelho. Otherwise, he was right there with Coelho. As you can see, right behind, we saw.
Did you see Ed Jones?
Yeah,
that was Ed. I don't think it was.
Yes, he was.
Oh my God.
That's the ghost of Ed Jones racing.
That's a little scary because you'd see a flash of him, and then the second ago.
That's why I believe Rob Milliken and Paul Upman is retired. I believe he also made a mistake because he saw the ghost.
Ghost of Tsushima.
We're gonna rename it.
As Gutierrez still behind Nick Newcomb. I mean, you get tired at some point of how am I gonna get past this guy because he's too fast. And look at that, he's taking the inside, trying to.
Especially because you will try something that's very stupid, because you get very annoyed by being that close and not being able to pass. And whoever pit first is gonna not take the lead 100%, but it can take the lead very easily, since the outlap is so fast.
I mean, speaking of which, pit-in, or the undercut as people call it, it could be effective on this track. I mean, we'll definitely see if the undercut is effective, but if it's not, I mean, people always, seems like the first man who pits obviously could be Barry Erickson, because the man knows what to do. I think he already does the testing and test everything of the undercut and overcut, so Barry Erickson could give him a sign if he chooses to pit first, to show if the undercut could work or not. But right now Barry Erickson isn't fighting anyone because he's about 4 or 6 seconds behind Johnny Gutierrez. Not that far, so don't count him out yet.
No, the race is long. But he can definitely gain something on Brown.
Oh, absolutely.
You never know. Brown can come back easily. It's only
7 seconds.
7 seconds, so everything can happen.
I mean, what can you do in 7 seconds, Sam? You could brush your teeth.
You
You could get a cup of tea. Or
or
You could get
make a
past.
mistake.
You can make a mistake too, but you could get a position ahead, which
Yes.
is what everybody's looking for today, and especially Tony Talviti right now.
I would like to know the Tony Alvice tires,
Indeed.
how they are at the end of this thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have contact with his mechanics, so we definitely can't get information.
Also, the lines he's doing, they are very tight, so he's pushing those tires to the limit.
You could say he's qualifying.
Yes. But it's not easy to make a move here. As you can see, Tony Salvice, even though he gained like 2 seconds and a half in the last 10 minutes, he's not able to make the move.
Look at their
Even
sectors.
Gutierrez.
Their sectors are identical. So how?
Yeah,
What would you
perfectly
do?
matching.
What would you do when somebody in front of you is literally almost a
I'm
mirror?
pitting first. I would be going in the pit
There is,
as fast as possible when the pit window open.
unless Santos makes a mistake, I don't know what's, I mean, this could not change.
I would be pitting at the end of this lap. Since the pit window is gonna open before they reach the last corner,
Yeah.
and Talvice can get the position easily. If he doesn't finish, actually he should be without traffic, so
Yeah, Barry Ericsson was also picking up the pace from what I see. It's going down to less than 5 seconds. Following
yeah,
Gutierrez.
it's gaining because Nick Newcomb and Johnny Gutierrez are fighting.
Yeah, so
They're
this
not
is-
doing the idle lines.
This is the sweet dream for Barry Ericsson because two guys fighting for the podium are fighting.
I want to see if Miguel or someone take the gamble of pitting.
Yeah, someone will do. I think yeah, he knows it. I think he might head to the pit. He doesn't. Because right now is the time to. But look at Tony Talviti. He
he's
is going for
pitting.
the pit.
He's pitting.
Alright.
What did they say?
Now I'm at the edge of my seat and I want to see where he's going to drop out because Tony Talviti was always behind him, putting almost the exact same sectors. Now hopefully he gets a flawless pit and doesn't get any penalties. That what we do not want. We want a flawless pit.
Now this lap for Santos, it's going to be very close.
Yeah, look at that. What did I tell you? Barry Ericsson always the guy that pits. I'm getting used to everyone right now. Well, we're like a family.
You can
almost.
predict everything.
Indeed.
This lap is gonna be very crucial for Tony. Very careful here.
Absolutely. Cody Gutierrez was
Perfect.
close. As Barry Ericsson heads out of the pit right now. Miguel Santos still outside. Is he gonna stretch it out all the way to the 24 minutes? Because I think
I don't think so.
25
It's gonna lose so much time.
Yeah, the threshold
Especially
is 25.
because,
isn't it? Ooh, no, that's not.
It's gonna be, yes.
That is not favorable. You do not want to do that.
Cars are very on the edge.
Yeah, Nick Newcomb right now sitting calmly
I
in P2.
think he's gonna pit right now.
He might. So we'll definitely see that in the overlay once he does that. Right now, Tony Talviti also having, because I think fresh tires are a little bit hard to control, but once they start wearing out, they become a little bit easy to get used to because fresher tires are definitely something to watch out
Santos
for.
didn't pit, so
Yeah, he's definitely gonna stretch out because what is he gonna do? Because if he pits right now,
Talvice gained 1 second in the middle sector.
Talviti is flying right now.
Well, Talvice is already P1 when Santos will pit. Yes.
I think Didier Coelho
He-
made a move. Or Barry Ericsson. Where's Barry
No,
Ericsson?
Didier Coelho gained the position because he didn't pit. He's yet to pit.
Yeah,
Now
it's-
he's pitting.
It's Ed Jones that is like going between, and I don't know what Ed Jones is because if I go to his car, as you can see, as you cannot see.
Yes, you can see
as you
and
can
not
see, as you
the
can see,
ghost.
we cannot see. That's what I wanted to say. There's something I didn't intercept. I would say. Did you, Sam?
Now, yes, but now Miguel Santos he's lost the position. I assume he's going to stretch a bit the stint to get a better tire in the next stint.
He might. Rob Milligan right now is getting closer to the ghost. Could be of Chusima, but it's the actually Ed Jones. We don't know where he is exactly. It says he's pitting right now. He's actually
No,
DNF.
he's DNF. He's DNF.
Wow.
I
I think he might have figured it out. Maybe he saw the stream or something. He
he
figured it out.
saw something.
He knew something was not normally.
Miguel Santos is pitting.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna
There we
drop
go.
behind Tony for sure.
Tony Tavici already in the last corner.
Yeah, the pit exit is not in turn 1, so...
Yeah, Miguel Santos will possibly lose a position. He's out. Where's Talviti? Ooh, actually, I could be wrong.
I think it's gonna be close. Wow.
Santos is already out. He's
What's
actually
happened?
a little bit ahead. So the
How did he gain?
Well, there you go, Sam. The overcut works better. Look how much time he gained.
I believe Tony did some mistake on fuel.
I don't think so. Tony was. It could be.
Because Tony middle sector after the pit stop and the last sector was 1.6 seconds faster than Miguel.
So the
And
man,
also the next lap was 1 second faster. I believe either Tony or either Miguel have less fuel or more fuel than
that's.
he's needed.
I mean, that
Because
could
he
be
gained literally 5 seconds. And considering that in 2 laps that Tony did before Miguel, he gained other 2 seconds.
I mean-
Would have been 7 seconds.
Do you think that's normally?
No. Or either Tony actually went to the pit lane a bit slow and he didn't take any risk.
That might be it. But another fight going on
No.
between Gutierrez and Nick Newcomb. Gutierrez right now is putting fresh new tires, and Nick Newcomb about last corner. I think Gutierrez is already out. Yeah, there you go. As we cross the 30-minute mark. Nick, I mean, the overcut, Sam, works way better. I mean, look at Gutierrez. So you see, I don't think Santos made.
I
or-
believe the first lap,
Look at the
it's
difference. Where's
very-
Nick Newcomb? There he is.
I don't know what they are doing.
Yeah, pit in early or pit in first.
They either had some issue
What would it
because
be? Then? I think it was flawless. His laps were amazing.
Nick Newcomb actually lost 1 second from the usual in the last sector. He made a mistake.
Yeah, but it's now
About
about
8 seconds?
8 seconds. No, man, that's.
No,
That
too
is
much.
not- I
too
mean-
much.
I'm gonna look at my book of racing. That's not normally,
Nope.
unless they put a small amount of fuel, like you said.
I cannot
Because-
give an answer to those 8 seconds.
Because Barry Ericsson, though, sorry to cut you off, Sam. Barry Ericsson pitted first, and he's so close to Nick Newcomb. So, you think Newcomb made a mistake? Not.
Actually, Barrett Erickson is still 8 seconds.
No. Yeah, he is. You're right.
But
I saw the 7 as a 2.
I believe Nick Newcomb did a mistake on the outlap and he lost something. And Tony Talvice, I'm pretty sure his outlap was pretty good. He was gaining 1.5 seconds on Miguel Santos. His pit stop was much slower than Miguel Santos. He either went in the pit lane slow to don't get any penalty, and Miguel Santos just went by confidence. But you never know, huh? There's still 30 minutes to go, so Panvice still have the chance to gain back.
Absolutely, as we were checking Phil Brown. 13 seconds behind Barry Ericsson. Not a good race for Phil Brown today, but he is in the point. He doesn't drive for any team, I believe.
He drives
no,
for
he drives
True
on his own.
North Racing,
Yeah, but for this
and
series,
the
he's
True North Racing is P5 right now.
No, Sam.
And with he's a P5 in the constructors
No, but
championship with 5 points.
Phil
4
Brown
points.
is not driving for any team this series. He's driving on his own. He didn't. Maybe he belongs to that team, but he didn't register
Phil
with it.
Brown, yes, he's alone.
He's
Yeah,
alone.
You're
He's
right.
a one man. Warrior.
He's a warrior.
On his own,
Whoa.
as he gives us a slide right there. I mean, he's only got Didier Coelho to worry about, not to be a little Didier Coelho, but he's...
He wanted to show us some show.
Yeah, he knew, he definitely knew the camera is on him, so we
Yes.
appreciate that. We appreciate the action, but the action going on right now is Miguel Santos putting in the fastest first sector right now.
Miguel Santos, I believe, just said, okay, gain me. Now I'm gonna push a little bit so you think you can win. But no, I'm faster. He's flying. He actually gained half a second in the first sector, and as we can see, also the middle sector is going for the fastest lap. He have 2 lap less on his tires, so they can be effective later on in the race. Tony Salvica is struggling. He lost 8 tenths in the middle sector and 2 tenths in the last sector. Fastest lap for Miguel Santos, 1:24.1.
Wow, he's definitely showing his clothes right now as we head into the 25
Wow, too
minutes
much on
to
the
go.
curb.
Look at that, man, 24.1.
He gained 1 second in 1 lap.
I think in the layout of R Factor 2, you do see the best lap, so I think Tony Talvitti knows that Santos
Yes.
is pushing it all the way.
He knows because he lost 1 second in almost 1 lap.
Wow.
And Miguel Santos is not resting. He's pushing even in this lap.
I think he was hiding his
He
pace a little
gained
bit.
3 tenths in the first sector again.
He was definitely going easy on his tires to probably
Tony
save
Salvica
him.
lose too much here in second sector number 2.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow, he's struggling too much. The balance of his car, it's not the best, as you want to go on Miguel Santos and you see a perfect moving car.
Indeed. I mean, Tony Talvitti is a man I know a long time ago, actually. Because I raced against him back when Race to Play was a thing. And I remember he was driving a BMW E90 and he was flying. That time I was still a rookie, so I didn't know what to do. But I was just impressed by his pace. So right now, it's kind of a talent I saw growing up. Because that was actually a long time ago. I was still in my 20s. I mean, I am in my 20s yet, but it was like about 5 years or 6 years ago. So Tony Talvitti is definitely an experienced man, definitely knows what to do. He's not someone rookie as Santos. Loses the back a little bit right there. And Tony Talvitti still
Tony Salvica is not giving up. He gained 1 second again. It's almost like he's drifting. It's almost like he's drifting. He's not driving.
Yeah, sorry, I almost
But
checked out
he's
right
not
there.
killing his tire. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I almost died right there, literally. So apologies to that. I got choked out. I got too excited. I should tone it down a little bit, don't you think, Sam?
I would be more conservative, but it's the last race.
It is. It is the last race, so I
So-
might as well go for it. I mean, lose my voice. Why not?
And you would be pushing all you got.
Yeah.
It's the last race. You're just 5 seconds away from the win.
It's definitely worth it.
You care to lose the race? No, you
No,
push.
don't. I was actually speaking about my voice, but speaking of which, Tony Talvitti locks up his tires.
You can lose your voice. Why not?
Yeah. I don't think the audience heard it, but I literally choked out. So I'm not trying to be the center of the attention today because we got Miguel Santos and Tony Talvitti already stealing the show. I mean, look at their glowing brakes right there, going outside the track, showing the action, knowing the camera is on his side. Definitely give him a boost. But what does he do if Tony Talvitti knows that he also the camera is on his side? I'm trying not to be one-sided right here, okay? Because Miguel Santos drives for either team, so I'm trying to be a one-man side. It's a little hard because I'm cheering for both. Like I said, Tony Talviti was one of the guys I was always impressed with when I was still a rookie. As we hit down the back, Nick Newcomb is now 10 seconds behind Gutierrez. What is going on? Either Gutierrez
is managing impressively, and Nick Newcomb, even though on the last laps he gained a bit, half a second each lap on Guti, he's not on pace as he was in the first stint, especially after losing 7 seconds in the pit stop.
Yeah, but Nick Newcomb was actually ahead of Gutierrez when he pitted, so to be behind, I don't think he saw that coming. So he's already I think everyone locks up his tires at turn 1.
I think nobody was expecting this much of a gap after the pit stop. I thought Guti would have had 2 seconds, 3 seconds more than before, but actually 7 seconds can be very painful when you come out and you think, wow, you're 7 seconds behind, you have to rebuild everything.
Yeah, how did
you
that
lose
happen?
also motivation.
Yeah, it definitely goes into your brain. Definitely messes with your brain, but he's still holding up. I mean, he's lapping at 24, but Gutierrez is lapping. Sorry, Nick is lapping at 25.1, but Gutierrez is about 4/10 faster. He's lapping a 24.6. Yeah, it's not looking good for Newcomb. This is also crucial for his team. As Phil Brown right now, 16 seconds behind Barry Ericsson. Barry Ericsson looks like he loves his P5. He either gets a win or finishes in the top 5. It's definitely a man.
He's very careful with his P5. He doesn't want to lose it.
I have a picture with Barry Ericsson, not in real life, but in a track. In 2017, he was on I believe a Ferrari, and I was on a Corvette, or the opposite. Yeah.
And I guess you were losing.
No, I was passing him. He was on blue flag, I think. I don't know. Maybe we were fighting. I don't know. It was in 2017.
You were definitely losing.
Yes. I mean, if I lose against Barry Ericsson, I'll take it. Unless, I mean, if he gives me his sign, of course.
Yes, he will.
Yeah, I mean, you see, if you have a hero or like a favorite movie star, you put his picture. I would just put his livery on my room. Yes. You know? So no one would know. Only I would know. Yeah, definitely a big fan of Barry Ericsson. I mean, he puts up strategies, great strategies, always plans out his plan. He got some 2 consecutive wins in the latest series we did. Definitely a man to not take out of the equation when it comes to executing strategy. And
we got to know Barry Ericsson in the GTE.
We did.
And LMP2 league 1 year back. And the GTE are coming back on September 4th with the first race. And I'm not saying I'm putting my money on Barry Ericsson, but
I am.
I'm saying keep an eye on the guy because it's gonna be there fighting for the win. They didn't see him that close to the win with the GT1, but when you speak about driving the Porsche, he's the one who knows how to drive that car.
Absolutely. Look at the sound of the Ford GT Classic 2010 sound. It's definitely flying.
Nobody can replicate this sound.
Absolutely not. I mean, you could go fast, but would you sound cooler? Absolutely not.
You can do 0 to 60 in 1.3 seconds, but
did anyone hear you?
No.
I think not. Definitely think not. As the leader of the race.
What's the point to do 0 to 60 and then nobody knows you're coming?
Exactly. Why would I put 60 million on a car if nobody can hear it? Unless I'm buying a fighter jet or like a stealth fighter jet. I don't know what I'm saying right now because Miguel Santos now is leading and I can't wrap my head around how Tony Talviti is now still 5 seconds behind.
Tony Salvice gained sometimes, like 3 times, and the next lap Miguel Santos just suddenly regained back everything.
Yeah, it looks like he's watching those times, and each time Tony started pushing his car, he just says, well, or I'm gonna reply to you
Let's
and put my
see
best
how
lap.
much time Miguel lose with Rob Milcan,
As I switch.
because Miguel Santos might lose sometimes.
I mean, Rob Milliken will be under blue flag, so he will be forced to give him the position, and I think he will do so. Oh, he's actually not.
No,
That is. Oh, there you go. He gives him the
he did,
position.
but Miguel Santos lost almost half a second.
He did. He did, but Tony Talviti will have to go through that again, so.
Even though Miguel Santos had a very bad middle sector because of Rob Millican, Tony Salvice did only gain 2 tenths. I think Tony Salvice is paying those early 2 laps where he pushed.
Yeah, but he's only got 15 minutes to go. That's quarter of an hour, Sam. Is it gonna be enough? Do you think it's gonna be enough? Answer me, Sam.
I don't think.
Give me an answer. Give me an answer so I can.
I believe in Tony Salvice, and he's gonna gain a tiny bit in the next few laps if he doesn't make a mistakes. And most importantly, how much time he lose with the Rob Millican.
I mean, you want to know
That's
something,
gonna
Sam?
affect.
Gutierrez is 5 seconds behind Tony Talviti. He's getting
If you
close.
show the replay, I believe Tony Salvice did a very big mistake in turn 1. If you want to say it.
Yeah, we will go back all the way. We'll definitely look for a way to show replay way better because, as you know, it's we're getting still functions come and go, as in R-Factor 2. I mean, OGs would know, but we'll definitely try to make it better and better. And we appreciate your feedback if you have it. It's definitely welcomed. Everything you see we could improve on, please let us know. But beside that, Gutierrez is getting closer, Sam. He's putting a 1:24.6. That is as fast as Tony Talviti. He's now about 4.2 seconds, and Tony Talviti keeps making mistakes. What is going on?
I think they are all struggling with dash. Actually,
Sam?
wow.
Sam?
No.
Sam?
No.
That's not normally.
DNF. Can you show me what happened?
Would you show me what happened? I mean, that's...
I don't know, but
That's not normally. He was driving and he poofed. He just poofed. Just
connection.
like that.
Or
He was...
some technically issue, I would say, because he actually did when he finished the middle sector, he gained half a second, Tony Salvice.
But it looks like it was weird because he was driving and then it could be like an electricity cut, like, or power outage.
Possible. If you want, I will coming in 2 seconds.
Thank you. Oh, somebody followed. We appreciate that. ZRO or ZR0. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, but going back to Miguel Santos, it's like he was driving and then decided to just get away from Earth. Well, the new follower said if he knew that this was going on, he would have joined. Well, well, definitely there's more series to come, so you're definitely welcome to do so on SimRacingOnline. .co.uk, not .com. Definitely join the because the drivers you see here most likely will be in for the next big one that will happen next on SimRacingOnline. I believe so. So you're definitely not missing anything. Appreciate the interaction. As Tony Talviti right now is the new leader of the race, Sam.
He just lost connection with the game.
But that's...
And the issue is on server side, as far as I know, because Miguel Santos didn't have any issue on his own connection.
But that was weird because it just didn't feel right. He just
Oh,
magically, it's like a magic trick. Somebody like a Guardian Laviosa him. I don't know. So we have the new follower ZR0ZRO used to race and race to play just like I did. So yeah, we could be acquainted actually, because I used to race and race to play also back in 2013, actually, or 2012.
very unlucky.
Very
But,
unlucky indeed for Santos.
I would say what
Yeah.
goes around comes around.
It's heartbroken though, because he was put in such a great pace. His strategy turned out to be great because Sam, you and I were thinking that the undercut will be very good or very
He stayed out 2 laps more and
Yeah,
gained 7
he
seconds.
definitely knew what he was doing. So to see him lose like that is not something I was expecting. Definitely not. But you know what that means? It means Gutierrez is in P2 right now, and Nick Newcomb is in P3. Now, this might look good for Nick Newcomb as a driver on his own, but for his team, not sure, because the man who was ahead, who was holding the flag of the biggest points in the bag of today, has been DNF'd. So let's see what's going on from here and there. So like Sam said, anything can happen, and I quote. So yeah, extremely weird race today.
Yes. So unlucky.
Indeed, we have 4 DNF: Santos, Jones, and Ape, and Dogger too. 4 consecutive DNF, and with only 7 cars to go. I don't know. So if everything goes right, Tony Talviti will win this race, and I think it's a good thing for him, because 2 consecutive races where he had nothing but bad luck. It looks like the wind is shifting to his side right now. But I'm not trying to put on him a commentary curse. It's just
And now you're saying Tony Salvice is gonna crash also?
I do not want him to poof.
Gutierrez is gonna get back his position.
No, no poofing today. Nothing, no poofing anymore. I think Santos will definitely. I don't know if he's gonna. He joined us last race, remember, on the interview. So if he did, we'll definitely hear from him on what happened exactly. But let's hope no more poofing anymore. As we cross the 10-minute mark, it's only 9 minutes to go. Gutierrez actually is getting closer and closer to Tony, so this could be a battle for the lead, a battle for the win. Nick Newcomb 20 seconds behind. I don't think there's anything he can do but hope something happens to the guys ahead of him, because as evil as it sounds, as a driver, you actually do hope so. You hope nothing but the worst for your teammate, for not your teammates, but for.
There is a guy who said in the chat that he was racing in Race to Play.
Yeah.
And
I already mentioned him. Yeah.
yes, so if you want, there are other leagues coming on. So
Indeed.
SimRacingOnline, everybody's there.
Absolutely, because SimRacingOnline
You
has
will
people.
find your old friends, I would say.
Because one thing, Sammy, you don't know probably, because I've been a veteran in Race to Play. SimRacingOnline is actually Race to Play gave birth to SimRacingOnline, because once it was closed, everyone was lost and nobody knew where to go. And as a result, a couple drivers, VD Guest and others, decided to make this community, SimRacingOnline, and this is where we end up. So what you see here, most of the drivers, including me, are Race to Play Refugee. In fact, we have a group on Facebook that is called Race to Play Refugee, where we all are refugees. Indeed, as Tony Talviti is trying to bring the car home, hoping his brake doesn't fail, hoping he doesn't get a power outage, hoping his game doesn't crash.
Doesn't crash with good
Exactly.
good one.
Oh, we said it at the same time. Yeah, because Talviti is getting closer, but not enough. I don't think he's gonna get close enough to fight, because even if he gets close, as we see with Nick Newcomb, he couldn't get past. He's a bit hesitant for some reason.
But Nick Newcomb is not Tony,
Indeed.
so anything can happen.
Yeah, it scares me when you say it now, Sam. I don't want nothing to happen right now. I just wish nothing but the best for the guys, but I mean, I don't want nothing to happen as bad, but I definitely want.
8.6.
I don't want.
Still 6 laps to go.
I don't want to see what I meant by that. I don't want to see people poofing. You know, I don't want to see people disappear like a magic trick. I want to see fights.
No. I'm a guy. I love seeing them fighting on track. Would have been fantastic to see Tony, Guti, and Miguel fighting for the win. 3 at the end in the last 6 minutes, but the server decided nope.
Yeah, so it looks
and
like
he's gaining 2-3 tenths a lap.
He is, but it's not enough. As we put in reviews
it's
on
one mistake.
Yeah. Everything that it takes is one mistake.
Considering the tire condition now, they're gonna be very, very careful.
Yeah, it's 6 minutes, 3 seconds, and then getting past. Yeah, this is looking.
Going through middle sector is where you gain or lose time.
Indeed, it's the field spread it so much that everyone now is having his own race. Ericsson holding the P4 right now. He did such a great job. I mean, great start.
Brown pitting.
I think. That's something.
No, I don't know why, but the game seems to be really thinking he's in the pit, but okay, never mind. Now it's fine. 3.4, 5 lap to go.
Indeed.
Johnny Gutierrez constantly gain 5 tenths in the middle sector.
Yeah, and with 5 minutes to go, we have actually 10 seconds to cross the 5-minute mark. He can definitely see Total VT right here, but
he needs to get close to 1.5 and then start feeling the slipstream.
Yeah, but the split stream looks like he didn't help him get past Nick Newcomb. Now, Tony Talviti pace today is way faster than Nick Newcomb, so how is Gutierrez gonna react to that? We will see, I guess.
The first thing he have to do is to get close at least on 2.5, 2.1, and then from there trying to make some pressure on Talvice.
Because if you take a look at the lap times, they're almost identical.
They are very close.
Identical. I mean, we can't compare their best lap, but we can compare it like.
Their best lap has been 1:24.4 for Tony Talvice and 1:24.6, where the best lap was from Miguel Santos, 1:24.121. If they finish like this, Gear is gonna win the team championship, and Johnny Gutierrez cannot do anything. He's going to lose more than 1 point, so he's losing time. He's struggling a lot with the tires. He's sliding everywhere.
He definitely is. It looks like the time is going up again, 3.8 to 4 seconds.
Yeah, he lost 4 tenths in the first sector because he went sideways on the uphill. He's struggling.
Nick Newcomb.
It's all about putting the pressure on Talvice.
Nick has definitely got the pace to be at the top, but 20 seconds now with 2 minutes to go, and 9 seconds ahead of Ericsson.
I would say he lost the train with all the others, and he then from there, after he pitted, he also lost a bit of motivation since getting 7 seconds in 1 lap without knowing from where they come, and it's very, very painful.
It absolutely is, yeah, but Race is not over. I mean, you could say it's
No,
2 minutes to go, but that's about 2 laps.
2 laps, anything can happen.
Let's hope anything happens but a DNF, because we'd love to see how this is gonna pan out between Gutierrez and Talviti, but Gutierrez is out now up to 3.8 seconds.
Again, he
Yes.
gained back 5 tenths and now is getting back
Maybe he saw that
4
Talviti.
seconds.
I think he was pushing too much.
He did 3 laps in a row where he was very fast, like half a second to 7 tenths, and then he dropped off a lot. He asked too much to the tires.
Yeah, he definitely asked too much, and because now it's the time is going down and up. It's sticking in one place. Because they're definitely running the same pace, and let's keep in mind they both changed the tires. I think Gutierrez practiced while racing. I don't think he did a practice before. Definitely don't know why. It could be our
Possible.
issues. But he was practicing because now he's matching.
I would not be surprised.
He's actually matching Tony Talviti. So had he has these times at the beginning of the race, he could have been a lot closer to Talviti right now, if not ahead. It's Tony Talviti.
Possible, since he won the championship a while ago. He only lost motivation
He could
to practice, so
right now
it's
stop.
reasonable.
He could stop.
He's still gaining.
He is. But it goes up, like it goes all the way to 2.8, then goes up to 3.7. So not sure why.
We should have.
I think this is the last lap. It is the last lap.
Is the last lap? Yes. He's gonna cross the finish line after. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, today's winner is about to be announced in less than a couple meters away as Tony Talviti marches his way after a very hectic race. Tony Talviti crosses the finish line, P1, followed by Gutierrez, who just crossed the finish line, given his headlights as a congratulations to Talviti, and Nick Newcomb about to cross the start finish line for his P3, the podium, the last podium of today. Nick Newcomb definitely had a great fight with Gutierrez, but looks like the undercut as he crosses for P3. Definitely a good result for him, and Gutierrez taking a position ahead, and Tony Talviti P1. Beautiful race for Tony Talviti today. Definitely, I don't think he expected to win this way, but a win is a win, as Bear Ericsson also gets the P4. Phil Brown and Didier Coelho are about to finish this race. Actually, they're so close. They're about 1.5, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So, which will give the P5 to Phil Brown. Didier Coelho definitely got closer, but it turned out it wasn't enough to get him up to P5. So that's P5 for Phil Brown and P6 for Didier Coelho. Rob Milliken, I think, is already finished, and Santos has been DNF'd as the rest of the drivers. What a race, what a race. Wow, Santos, the DNF. And Christian Doger, the early DNF that happened at the beginning. I didn't see that coming.
me neither.
And if you don't mind me asking, where is the Silva? Looks like he didn't even compete. I don't see him in the results. I definitely wanted to see that livery again, but yeah, looks like that's not going to happen.
It was a very fantastic race, but very unlucky with Miguel. But Tony, I believe, deserved the win for what happened in the last couple of races.
Absolutely agreed.
As I said before, what comes around goes around comes around. So today was his day, but a very big comes from Miguel. He did a fantastic race.
Absolutely. As we head down to the result, Tony Talviti, like Sam said, the winner of today after 2 consecutive DNF'd. This is huge for Tony Talviti. Big win, well deserved. after everything that happened before to him. This is the luck turning out in his way. Gutierrez, the champion of the series, shows that he still got it and gets a P2. Nick Newcomb, after he misses a race, the last one, comes again with a brand new PC, puts a 3 podium today for his team, Ether Racing Team, and then Bear Ericsson, P4. I think he started all the way from P8. We'll definitely check that, but great comeback for Bear Ericsson as always. Flawless strategy, putting him all the way up to P4, and Phil Brown P5. Didier Coelho P6, Rob Milliken P7. Those are all the finishers. As for the rest, Miguel Santos, who was leading all the race, has been DNF'd and puts him in P8. Very unfortunate and very sad for Miguel Santos. Definitely didn't expect that. Ed Jones was P9, and who had issues too. We couldn't see him. He was a ghost. Paul Apham P10, and Christian Dauger, who had the first DNF of today's, because of I believe an accident that he had with Paul Apham. Yeah, what an incredible race.
Super fantastic race.
Super fantastic. So yeah, we got our first interview of today with the two guys. I will definitely be with you guys in a second. So yeah, we start with the Miguel Santos. What an unfortunate race that happened today. Performance was up to the point. The win looked like it was over the horizon, but suddenly your car just decided to disappear. What happened?
I think Miguel. Okay, Miguel is here.
Is he here?
No, he's not here.
Well, he
lost connection.
That's Nick.
Nick is here. Nick,
the podium P3 after a comeback with the brand new equipments.
Yeah, but it's Miguel's back, I think. Yeah, it's Miguel's. It was Miguel's race, so it's a P3, but it's pretty hollow, really, with the way Miguel was driving. But obviously, I had to finish and took a podium, so took a podium in the first race and closed out the championship with a podium, so I think that's pretty good, and I got my best time in qualifying, so I think overall I can't ask for anything more than that. And yeah, but the main aim was for Miguel to win the race, which he looked like he was going to do, but just wasn't to be.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're gonna go to Miguel Santos in a while, but how does it feel, Nick, to come back? Because you missed the last race and then come back and get a podium. How does it feel? I bet it feels great.
Yeah, it feels good because obviously myself and Miguel were to and fro with the setup, so we didn't really change much from the setup. Obviously, each way we went, it's a tire reader, so we just had to manage everything, and yeah, it was good. Miguel's pole time was absolutely brilliant, and yeah, so overall I think as a team we did really well, worked really well, set up for the last couple of races. Miguel nearly got back-to-back wins, which is really hard to do, so we're pleased. I think we've gotten some good points, and yeah, it's nice to finish off on a podium, and yeah, the new machine stood up to the riggers, and yeah, didn't get off factor. That's the main thing.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a great performance from you, Nick Newcomb. You had a great fight with Johnny Gutierrez, but it looks like once he pitted, it looks like you pitted first, and then when you come back, Johnny Gutierrez was all the way ahead. So I think
that's something I don't understand. I think I went in about half a second, 7/10 in front, and I came out 7 seconds behind. My pit stop was only 11 seconds, so and I absolutely slammed the brakes on into the pit entry, and
you lost time there.
Yeah, and so but 7 seconds. I don't know where that's come from.
Yeah, because that's
unlucky.
It is unlucky. Yeah, that's something we were both, me and Sam, we were confused as what happened, because the same thing happened to Miguel Santos, who chose not to pit, and then let Tony pit first. And then when he came out, he was about 8 seconds ahead, which we definitely didn't understand. How come an undercut be that, or an overcut, sorry, be that huge? Speaking of,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's strange. 7 seconds is
We thought
it
either
totally
fuel
confused me.
or you weren't too slow in the pit lane, or you were braking too
Oh,
late. So
yeah, I brought the speed down right on the other line, so we'll have a look at it again. But
yeah, but no, the race was fantastic.
yeah, I kept him behind. He kept trying to pressurize us, but obviously I'm used to. I've had him trying to chase us down. He's making manoeuvres and trying to distract us, Alan McNish style. But I'm the kind of guy that used to do that to other people, so it's quite fun.
indeed, speaking of that, Miguel Santos, can you hear us? Not sure if Miguel Santos can. He probably can hear us. Probably can reply.
I think he's still
His
having
mic,
some issue.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we
he is.
will
His
wait for
mic was
him.
working before.
I mean, we'll wait for him. If he has time, we'll definitely wait. We have time for sure. Anything for Santos because the man had such a bad luck today because he was controlling the race from the start, got the pole, kept put a flawless strategy when he pitted. Definitely because me and Sam thought that pitting first would be the best thing to do. And in fact, it was the opposite, and which he did, and I believe he practiced for that and executed it perfectly. Or maybe he didn't. He just knew what was the right thing to do and just got it right. So that was a great performance by Miguel Santos. Unfortunately, it ended in a very horrible way because his game decided to crash out of the sudden, which is makes me appreciate new equipments. Would you agree with me, Nick?
Yeah, he's probably gonna have to look at his upload and download to see if there's something there that can be changed to stop these, because he's obviously getting a little micro stutter. So we'll see what's happening there.
Absolutely. I mean, we know that R Factor 2, it doesn't matter if you play with a 3090, there's something could stop you because even when official races, we see that sometimes they end up with issues. Luckily, they have developers on their side so they can fix it right away. Unfortunately for us, if there is a problem, especially for just the one driver, there is nothing to little we can do.
Yes.
Indeed.
So Miguel should be able to speak. Should be.
I think, yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Finally came back to life after that magic poof that happened to you. You poofed literally. I was watching you. Your car just disappeared. So what happened, Santos?
I still don't know, but it must have been something internet related, something with the server or here with my settings in the game. I still don't know, but the thing to remember will be the pace that we had today. Both me and Nick, we were in the front group, which is the most important thing. So I don't know, just waiting for the next championship to start as soon as possible.
Absolutely, Miguel. You had a win on your hometown back in Portugal in Algarve last race. It was spectacular, and it looked like the same thing was going to repeat itself today until our Factor 2 decided to have another word. So we definitely feel sorry for you about that. We were rooting for you to get a win, absolutely, and for everyone, of course. But you were well deserved to get a win today. Unfortunately, sometimes things happen.
Yeah, it's okay. We just have to take it, I guess.
Indeed.
Let's take the good part of this: pace, quality wrap, and consistency. Then technical issue, you're not on your side. You have to be careful on that, and just it. You cannot do others.
But that actually shows that the potential you have, Santos, because I believe your pace, and I said that on the stream, it improved drastically. It improved in a way where it shows like you put a great effort behind the scenes, and you well deserved of I believe a championship you can get, because your pace today was definitely on par with the best of the best that we have on SimRacingOnline. That is Nick, Tony, Gutierrez, who was already a champion, and many other drivers that could be up there to get a championship. And you are one of those ones I believe can get a hand on a championship for the next one that's going to happen. And my question is, are you going to be on the next one?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't. I have to join things up around my schedule. I have to organize myself, but we'll see. We'll see which cars and which tracks we'll go on to. I'm excited. That's for sure.
Absolutely, Miguel. We appreciate you. First of all, driving for the team, you and Nick as well. We appreciate you being here for the interview. It was great. It's always great to have you guys. If you have anything you want to say, because it's the last race of the series, please go ahead.
Yeah, just thanks to everybody for organising it and you guys streaming, and yeah, we'll come again. Myself and Miguel, we'll get there. We'll sort it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. We wish nothing but the best for both of you and everyone else who's watching or who's not in the series. We got series coming up right now. Not right now, but it's gonna be there. Check simracingonline.co.uk and you will find out everything about what's gonna be next. We will definitely be streaming another series that is gonna happen soon enough. So check out for that, and make sure to leave us a follow in our Twitch channel, and check out SimRacing Online YouTube channel. Everything we did, every race we streamed is there, stored in their YouTube channel. You can rewatch it again and check the highlights and anything you want to see. Everything is stored there. Yeah, and we appreciate all the effort by the admins running these leagues and the website itself for the host and everything. So feel free to join their website. They have great things, great series to do. Not just this, many things on many platforms. Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, you name it, they have it. So yeah, we thank them again. We thank you watchers for being part of this. We appreciate everyone, and then we will definitely see you for the next one, unless somebody wants to join, which I will check with Samir right now, and then yeah, that should be the ending closure of today after I check with Sam. And I think, yeah, that's gonna be it. So yeah, we appreciate it, and then we'll see you on the next one.